Yamunatiravanachari. Yamunatiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachatya Desatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री प्रहलाद नरसिम्हदेव भगवान की, श्री निताई गौर सुंदर की, पतित पावन शिला प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। So meditating on the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna which happened on this day. Various pastimes happened yesterday. We heard about how Mother Yashoda tied Lord Sri Krishna on the stomach, and he got the name Damodara. Like that, today this pastime happened, killing of the demon Naraka, which is described by Srila Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10th, chapter 59. So we will meditate on these pastimes and seek the blessings of Lord to become Krishna conscious. This chapter tells how, this is summary of the chapter 59. This chapter tells how Lord Krishna killed Narakasura, the son of the earth goddess, and married the thousands of maidens the demon had kidnapped. It also describes how the Lord stole the Parijata tree from heaven and how he behaved like an ordinary householder in each of his palaces. After Narakasura stole Lord Varuna's umbrella, Mother Aditi's earrings, and playground of the demigods known as Mani Parvata, Indra went to Dwaraka and described the demon's transgressions to Lord Krishna. Together with Queen Satyabhama, the Lord mounted his carrier Garuda and travelled to capital of Narakasura kingdom. On a field outside the city, he decapitated the demon Mura with his disc. Then he fought Mura's 7 sons and sent them all to the abode of death, after which Narakasura himself entered the battlefield on the back of an elephant. Naraka threw his Sakti lance at Sri Krishna, but the weapon proved ineffective, and the Lord cut the demon's entire army to pieces. Finally, with his sharp-edged disc, Krishna cut off Narakasura's head. The earth goddess Prithvi then approached Lord Krishna and gave him the various items Narakasura had stolen. She offered prayers to Lord and presented Naraka's frightened son at Lord Krishna's lotus feet. After pacifying the demon's son, Krishna entered Narakasura's palace, where he found 16,100 young women. As soon as they caught sight of Lord, they all decided to accept him as their husband. The Lord sent them to Dwarka along with a great quantity of treasure, and then went with Queen Satyabhama to the abode of Indra. There he returned Aditi's earrings, and Indra's and his wife Sachi Devi worshipped him. On Satyabhama's request, Lord Krishna uprooted the heavenly Parijata tree and put it on the back of Garuda. After defeating Indra and other demigods who opposed his taking of the tree, Krishna returned with Queen Satyabhama to Dwarka, where he planted it in a garden adjacent to Satyabhama's palace. Indra had originally come to Lord Krishna offering obeisances and begging him to kill Narakasura, but afterwards, when his business had been accomplished, he quarreled with the Lord. The demigods are prone to anger because they become intoxicated with pride in their opulences. The infatigable Supreme Lord manifested himself in 16,100 separate forms and married each of the 16,100 brides in a different temple. He took up the required activities of household life just like an ordinary person, accepting various kinds of services from each of his many wives. Text 1. Shri Rajo Vacha Yathahato Bhagavata Bhaumo Yena Nata Striyaha Niruddha Etada Chakshva Vikrama Sanga Dhvanaha. Translation. King Parikshit said, how was Bhaumasura, who kidnapped so many women, killed by the Supreme Lord? Please narrate this adventure of Lord Sarangdhanwas. Translation. Text number 2 and 3. Sukadeva Goswami said, after Bhauma had stolen the earrings belonging to Indra's mother along with Varuna's umbrella and the demigod's playground at the peak of Mandara mountain, Indra went to Lord Krishna and informed him of these misdeeds. The Lord, taking his wife Satyabhama with him, then rode on Garuda's Pragyotisapura, which was surrounded on all the sides by fortifications consisting of hills, unmanned weapons, water, fire and wind. and by obstructing of Mura Pasa's fire. So, purport: the Acharyas have explained in the various plausible ways why Lord Krishna took his wife Satyabhama with him. Srila Swami begins by saying that the Lord wanted to give his adventurous wife a novel experience and thus took her to the scene of this extraordinary battle. Also, Lord Krishna had once granted the blessings of Bhumi, the earth goddess, that he would not kill her demoniac son without her permission. Since Bhumi is an expansion of Satyabhama, the latter could authorize Krishna to do the needful with the unusually nasty Bhaumasura. Finally, Satyabhama had been miffed when Narada Muni brought a celestial Parijata flower to Queen Rukmani. To pacify Satyabhama, Lord Krishna had promised her, "I'll give you a whole tree of these flowers." And thus the Lord scheduled this procurement of a heavenly tree within his itinerary. Even nowadays, devoted husbands take wives shopping, and thus Lord Krishna took Satyabhamas to the heavenly planets to get a heavenly tree, as well as to retrieve the goods Bhaumasura had stolen and return them to their rightful owners. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti notes that in the heat of battle, Queen Satyabhama would naturally become anxious for Lord Krishna's safety and pray for the battle to end. Thus, she would readily give permission to Krishna to kill the son of her expansion Bhumi. Om Tat Sat Om Ajnanati Mirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshunmiltam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram. So this all extraordinary pastimes, one of the choicest pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. All the pastimes of the Lord, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Dhama, paraphernalia, qualities, these are all transcendental. We can hear these pastimes in order to purify ourselves. Says that Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kankchati sama sarvesu bhutesu mad bhaktim labate param. So it's mentioned in the purport that the real devotional service begins after liberation. So when we are beyond the three modes of material nature, we will be able to really appreciate the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. When we are conditioned by the three modes, we are not able to do this, because whatever we experience or understand is actually penetrated through these three modes. So transcendental Suddha Sattva is free from all the three modes, all the duality. We see that how Srila Sukadeva Goswami, he was instantly attracted, spontaneously attracted by hearing from two verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is the real source of pleasure, rasa. Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing the names of Lord, engaging in devotional service, because that is a characteristic of the living entity. Dharma, Jiver Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das. So chanting and hearing. So both chanting and hearing and all devotional service is called means and goal. When we are conditioned by engaging in devotional service, we will get purified and we will rise above the three modes of material nature. Mam choyo abhicharini bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samite tetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So by engaging in devotional service, starting with Savanam, Kirtanam, chanting and hearing, we rise above the three modes of material nature, and in this way we get purified, and we also get qualified to appreciate the pastimes of the Lord. So in this endeavor, we are trying to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, and it's been described here that Lord Sri Krishna killed Narakasura, which was his own son, and then later he married 16,100 queens, and then it is mentioned that how he married them all in different temples, and he stayed with them in different palaces, and with each one of them he performed all the household duties. So this is all extraordinary pastimes of the Lord. So here the Lord is said he does many things, achieves many things in one shot. He is real multitasker. So he has taken Satyabhama with himself when he went to fight with Narakasura. So this is little doubtful that why the Lord has to take one of his main queen in the battlefield. So this described by Acharyas the several reasons why the Lord had taken Queen Satyabhama with himself. The first reason is the Lord wanted to give that experience of chivalrous mood of fighting on the battlefield. So he wanted to Satyabhama to experience that. So this is one of the reason, like we go for sport, then go together. So like that for Kshatriyas is sporting to fight, and then Lord thought to give this experience to Satyabhama. Another reason is given that Narakasura is the son of from Bhumi, of Lord's own son. When he appeared as Varaha Dev, he touched the Bhumi, and then from there Narakasura had born. And then Lord has promised Bhumi that I won't kill your son unless you give permission. So it's mentioned that since the Narakasura had to be killed, then Lord therefore took Satyabhama, because Mother Earth is expansion of Satyabhama. So Satyabhama, she will give the permission, then this promise will be kept and Narakasura could be killed. So it's mentioned by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that so fight was taking place and so many people were being killed. Actually being mother, Satyabhama will feel, oh, this battle should quickly, this ghastly warfare should quickly come to end. So she will feel like this, and this mood, she will give the permission. She will give permission to Lord Krishna to kill Narakasura. Otherwise, she is a mother. How she will give permission to kill her son? But in this scenario, in this whole setting, she would give the permission. So this was another. If Lord has to before leaving, if he asks permission from Satyabhama, she will never give permission. But on the scene, in that stage, she had actually gave permission, and then the Lord killed her. And then another reason was that one time Narada Muni, while traveling from heavenly planets, when he came to Dwarka, he bought as an offering flowers to Lord. This Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram puspam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya parekshati tadaham bhaktya upahritam asnami prayatatmana. If one offers me with love and devotion, flower, water, fruit, leaf, I accept it. And Krishna says, even I eat that. So here we see that Narada Muni, he is the best devotee of Krishna. And while he was coming, he is bringing the flower for the Lord. So that's how we can see the acharyas there, bringing something for the Lord. He brought the flower. He came from heavenly planet, and from their garden he plucked parijata flower, supposed to be the best flower, the very nice fragrance. So he bought these flowers and offered to the Lord. Lord was very pleased, and he took this and gave this to Rukmani Devi. Rukmani Devi, she is the chief queen of Krishna, and this was noticed by Satyabhama, that Lord gave these flowers to Rukmani Devi and he did not give it to me. So she felt some sort of spiritual jealousy, and then the Lord understood this, and then he had promised that he will give her a whole tree. Why a small few flowers? In that way Lord has pacified Satyabhama, and then he thought, this is the time where I can take Satyabhama and complete my promise. So Lord has to go to anyway to heaven, to return this Aditi's earrings and Varuna's umbrella, and then all other playground, Mani Parvata for the demigods. All this has to be returned. So Lord said, anyway in this trip, Satyabhama also will come with me, and then I will get that Parijata tree for her. So see, in this way she will be satisfied. So one thought, many things will be achieved. So the Lord mentioned that when all these things were going on, Narakasura was performing so much atrocities, King Indra himself came from heavenly planets and pleaded to the Lord to sort it out, to kill the Narakasura and stop his all atrocities. And Lord actually, as a favor to Indra Dev, he took the trouble to go all the way to Narakasura's capital. It's mentioned that Prag Jyotispura. It was capital's name, and it was so well guarded. There were so many different types of fortifications is mentioned there, and later also it will come that how the whole city was so nicely protected. And then finally we see that when the Lord will kill Narakasura, and then he will go along with Satyabhama, and Indra and Sachi Devi, actually they will worship the Supreme Lord. They will offer all the articles for worship, and they will very elaborately, nicely worship the Lord. And while Lord is leaving, without he will take one Parijata tree from Nanda garden, Nandakanan, that heavenly garden, and then he will be leaving from the heaven, and Indra will get offended. Why he will get offended? Because it's mentioned here by Sukadeva Goswami that that's how is the nature of a materialistic person. So a person who is very opulent actually is intoxicated with pride. So when one person gets intoxicated, one forgets his position. It's like person when he gets angry, he don't know what he is speaking. He would have not spoken such things in a normal state of mind, but in anger, one forgets what he's saying, what he's doing, and so many unwanted things happens. So similarly, Indra got offended because the Lord has not taken his permission. The Lord did not took permission to take a tree from the heavenly planet to earthly planet. I am the king of this whole heaven, and how come just Lord, to satisfy his wife Mother Satyabhama, he can do this. What people will think about me? That there is no superiority or authority of me here. So he just forgot by the illusory potency of the Lord. Yat muhyati yat surya. It mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's how even the great demigods are bewildered by the three modes of material nature, the illusory energy of the Lord. Of course, Indradev is a great personality, and he understands the identity, personality, supreme personality of Godhead, but still he is bewildered by the three modes of material nature. You can understand how powerful are three modes of material nature. That Lord Indradeva also, in particular incident, he completely forgets this, and then he fights with the Lord to keep the Parijata tree with him, to prove that he is great. Of course, then he will, by mercy of the Lord, he will again wake up to his senses, and then things will be sorted out. So, this particular pastimes shows that how careful and humble we should be. How to we still starting bhakti, sadhana bhakti we are trying to do, which is also we are not doing properly. Out of 100 we can give ourselves marks. How much marks we will get for doing sadhana bhakti? We see that how Sanatana Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami was performing, or Srila Raghunath Das Goswami were doing. Being a liberated personalities, they were how doing sadhana bhakti, for setting an example for us, how Harisla Haridas Thakur will do, and we can mark ourselves how much sadhana bhakti we are doing. So when we are performing sadhana bhakti, how much we should be careful, understand our complete engagement in the three modes of material nature. Very, very difficult. Very difficult to overcome these three modes of material nature, and actually comes to the platform of really performing bhakti. The real bhakti is performed when we are beyond the three modes of material nature. So now what we are doing is, Srila Prabhupada says this is an apprenticeship. Apprenticeship. This medical students, they go to study MBBS. They will study 4.5 years, and then 1 year they will get apprenticeship. House surgeon. And when they complete this house surgeon, only they get the degree. So like that, in the material world, we are just trying to learn, to perform devotional service. We are not really actually performing devotional service. So we should never get pride, intoxicated with pride. Tinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahisuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that these first items to be practiced while we are engaged in chanting the holy name of the Lord. Tinadapi sunichena, one should be humbler than a grass, one be tolerant than a tree, one should give all the respect to others and should not aspire for any respect. In this state of mind, we should chant the holy name of the Lord all the time. So in this way, we gradually progress and come to the spiritual platform. At this spiritual platform, actually, when we perform devotional service, we'll experience the ecstasy. That is the characteristics of devotional service. One experiences the very high state of happiness. So we'll go further. So then the Lord has come. He's taken Satyabhama on the back of Garuna along with himself, and he has gone to Pragjyotispura to kill the Narakasura and retrieve all those things which Indra has given the list so that he can return him. So then Lord, when he reached Pragjyotispura, he saw there are so many protection for the capital. It's mentioned here. The translation, text 4. With his club the Lord broke through the rock fortifications, with his arrows the weapons fortifications, with his disc the fire, water and wind fortifications, and with his sword the Mura Pasa cables. So different fortifications were there, it's mentioned. First fortification, it was covered with the rock, means wall, or big wall, all different types of weapons. Actually it was all were automated, with mantra and everything, that if one comes, the weapon will naturally go and hit. There are some mechanical arrangements were made, that different kinds of powerful weapons will go and kill the person. It's like the army will go, then on the way they will put mines, and then some soldiers keep their feet, and then they'll get blasted. Big tank also they will blast like this. So like that there were so many weapons were put around, and they were all automated. If some tries to enter, they will be killed. So Lord neutralized all those weapons by his arrows. It's mentioned that arrows, Satta Dhanva, Sarang Dhanva. The Lord's bow's name is Sarang Dhanva. So the Lord with his bow and arrow neutralized all these weapons. And then after this further fortification was, there was a fire wall, there was a water wall, and there was a wind wall. Okay. So with his disc, the Lord actually neutralized all these fortifications. Firewall means we go inside, like how Lakshman, Lord Lakshmana has put the Lakshman Rekha around Sita Devi ashram, so no one can enter. So like that. And then wind wall means such a heavy wind will be there that nobody can enter inside. And then water means there will be big big lake will be there, so that no one can cross it. So the Lord just released the Sudarshan Chakra, and all that was taken care. It was completely neutralized. And then finally there was a Mura demon. He has made another fortification with cables. Like we see that for stopping the elephant, there will be electrical cables. Or any wild animal cannot come inside the city, so there will be electrical cable will be there. So like that there was Mura Pasa's cables, and the Lord neutralized with his sword, just chop it out. So in this way the Lord removed all the fortifications at Jyotis Prag Jyotispura, and then he entered inside. When the sound of his counsel, with the sound of his counsel, Lord Gadadhara then shattered the magic seals of the fortress. Along with the hearts of its brave defenders, and with his heavy club, he demolished the surrounding earthen ramparts. So, some sort of tantric fortification was there further, like maybe some unseen living entities may be protecting, like bhutas or this thing. The Lord blew the counsel, and all of them they escaped. So this is very auspicious. When we in the morning also, when we hear counsel sound, all unwanted things which may be sticking to our subtle body, just leave immediately. So in this way the Lord blew the counsel, and all these magic seals were shattered. And then there are so many guards will be there, will be protecting the city. Actually, when the Lord blew the counsel, they suddenly got very feared. The heart was shattered. What happened? Like there will be some bomb blast, and people get scared, really scared. Sometimes some things falls and makes so much noise, you get scared. Similarly mentioned when from Pandava's side, when they blew the conch shell, the hearts of all the soldiers in the Kauravas army were shattered. They got very feared. So in this way, the Lord blowing conch shell, so many things are happening. And then in this way the Lord proceeded further. The five-headed demon Mura, who slept at the bottom of the city's moat, awoke and rose up out of the water when he heard the vibrations of Lord Krishna's Panchjanya conch shell, a sound as terrifying as the thunder at the end of cosmic age. Shining with blinding, terrible effulgence of the sun's fire, Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki, Sri Prahlad Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Sri Nitai Gaur Sundar ki. Shining with blinding, terrible effulgence of the sun's fire at the end of the millennium, Murad seemed to be swallowing up the three worlds with his five mouths. He lifted up his trident and fell upon Garuda, the son of Takshya, like an attacking snake. It's mentioned that the Mura was not an ordinary demon. He was very powerful, and it is described about him that how was so much terrible looking, horrible, very nicely big, giantly built, and so much terrible effulgence, so much heat was coming from his body, so much he has accumulated the power. And then it's mentioned here that he rushed towards the Lord like he wants to swallow the three worlds, like this, with so much fiercely angry mood he rushed upon the Lord. Mentioned just like how mentioned he lifted up his trident and fell upon Garuda, the son of Takshya, like an attacking snake. If he go near the snake immediately becomes very alarmed, and then he is just waiting, very angry, he is just waiting to stung. So like this was the situation of this demon Mura. Mura whirled his trident and then hurled fiercely at Garuda, roaring from all five mouths. The sound filled the earth and the sky, all directions and the limits of outer space until it reverberated against the very cell of the universe. So this is just a trailer of the whole fight going to start. That how the Lord is destroying all the fortifications, and then he is blowing his conch shells, and then how the heart of all the soldiers are shattered, and then this is all going on, and then at the door this demon Mura he is just protecting the door, so he is one of the starting demon, and about him it is mentioned that what happening to him. He just gets up by hearing this conch shell, and he sees this, the Lord has entered the city. On this itself he becomes very angry, and it describes that how his anger is. So it describes that he roars from five mouths he has got, and from all the mouths he is roaring. But I've seen Lord Nrsimhadev movie. Lord Nrsimhadev is roaring. So here, this Mura demon is roaring from all his mouths, and such a terrible noise he is making. It says that it's mentioned here that this fills the earth and the sky and all directions and the limits of outer space. So what kind of roar it would have been? There's in history we see when Shivaji Maharaj went to meet Aurangzeb, then Aurangzeb, he asked him to stand behind another commander. And then Shivaji Maharaj was very offended because he considered, I am the independent king, and here is another commander. Why I have been asked to stand behind him in the court of Aurangzeb? And he became very angry. And then he sing a Garjana, say, this Kshatriyas, he made such a loud roar that everybody got scared, including Aurangzeb. Such a big roar he made. So like this, the Kshatriyas have this. We see how Bhimsen will make a roaring sound in the battlefield. And then even Hanumanji will be making a roaring sound while the fight is going on. You see, Lord Nrsimhadev, we say, when he very angry, he made this Yankar sound. And here King Demon Mura also is very angry, he is roaring. It means his roar went around all the universes. And the universe is covered with all the elements layers. It's like a shield. So the sound went in this the boundaries, and again bounced back. So it's it was so loud sound that whole universe was just reverberating, and then it reversed back, and then with the echo it became much more intensified. So this is just a trailer of the fight which is going to start. The Lord has just entered the city. He has not yet taken his weapon. Of course he has taken his weapon, but he just played the counsel, and this Mura demon is not yet attacked. He is going to attack, but he's just started roaring. What will be the scenario? We can just try to imagine what kind of fight going to take place. And to experience this, the Lord has taken Mother Satyabhama with himself. That she should see this fight. So then with the two arrows, Lord Hari struck the trident flying towards Garuda and broke it into 3 pieces. Next, the Lord hit Mura's faces with several arrows, and the demon angrily hurled his club at the Lord. So he has thrown his trident, and the Lord with 2 arrows is cutting into pieces. So the first arrow would have cut the trident in half, another arrow would have cut further half. So then that it became 3 pieces. And then he is taking his club and whirling around the Lord. And then the Lord with his arrows again cut this club. So this fight is just started now. At Mura's club sped towards him on the battlefield, Lord Gadagraja intercepted it with his own and broke it into thousands of pieces. Muras then raised his arm high and thrust at the unconquerable Lord, who easily sliced off his heads with his disc weapon. See that? And he has thrown the club, and with his arrows the Lord made it hundreds of pieces, the club. And then his weapons got exhausted. Then he raised his arm itself and then rushed towards the Lord. And then Lord actually, he cuts off his arms, and he cuts off he's got 5 heads. He cuts off everything. It says that Lord is unconquerable. The Lord name is Gadagraja. Agraja means elder brother. So the Lord is elder brother of Gada, the Lord Balram's name. So the Lord, the elder brother of Gada. That is check the reference. The Lord is the Lord Krishna, the elder brother of Gada, Gada Gruja. And lifeless Mura's decapitated body fell into the water like a mountain whose peak has been severed by the power of Lord Indra's thunderbolt. The demons' 7 sons, enraged by their father's death, prepared to retaliate. So this is how whole thing goes on. The Lord has killed Mura, but it's not going to end now, because this is the starting. It's going to go and go more and more fires, because the Lord has killed Mura, and definitely his friends and relatives are going to retaliate. This is how the material world works. Revenge. So the Lord killed Mura, and immediately his 7 sons, with great anger, in the mood of retaliating, taking revenge, they attacked the Lord. This is going to be a real fight. Ordered by Bhaumasura, Mura's 7 sons, Tamara, Antariksha, Shravana, Vibhavashu, Vasu, Nabhashwana and Aruna, following their general Pitha on the battlefield bearing their weapons. These fierce warriors furiously attacked invincible Lord Krishna with arrows, swords, clubs, spears, lances and tridents. But the Supreme Lord, with unfailing prowess, cut off the mountain of weapons into tiny pieces with his arrows. So now you can get a little glimpse that how this Narakasura was unconquerable. See how his whole Praga Jyotispura was protected, and then Mura could not be killed, and then further now his sons, they just throwing so many weapons. It's like whole mountain, several mountains are being thrown to the Lord. So many weapons. The Lord actually cuts off all the weapons. The Lord severed the head, thighs, arms, legs and armor of these opponents led by Pitha and sent them all to the abode of Yamaraja. Narakasura, the son of the earth, could not contain his fury when he saw the fate of his military leaders. Thus he went out the citadel with elephants born from the milk ocean, who were exuding mada from their foreheads out of excitement. So he had this special elephant which came out of the churning of the ocean, and sitting on that ocean, now the Narakasura has himself entered into the battlefield. So this is entering of the real demon. Before that, his subordinates came to fight with the Lord. Like this, when Lord Ramachandra fought with Ravana, all his other demons first they came. So many big demons he had, they all fought, and then finally 10th day only Ravana came, and then Lord killed him, and this was the end of this battle. Lord Krishna and his wife, mounted upon the Garuda, looked like a cloud with lightning sitting above the sun. Seeing the Lord, Bhauma released his Satagni weapon at him, whereupon all the Bhauma's soldiers simultaneously attacked with their weapons. So this is how he is attacking the Lord. At that moment, Lord Gadagraja shot his sharp arrows at Bhaumasura's army. These arrows, displaying variegated feathers, soon reduced the army to a mass of bodies with the severed arms, thighs and necks. The Lord similarly killed the opposing horses and elephants. So we should notice here that Lord is one-man army, sitting on Garuda and fighting. And then Narakasura fighting along with all his weapons and soldiers. And then Lord is very smoothly killing all of them. Very fierce fighting. So this is real fight. Lord Hare then struck down all the missiles and weapons the enemy soldiers threw at him, O hero of the Kurus, destroying each and every one with 3 sharp arrows. Meanwhile, Garuda, as he carried the Lord, struck the enemy's elephant with his wings. Beaten by Garuda's beak and talons, the elephants fled back into the city, leaving Narkasuras alone on the battlefield to oppose Krishna. So in this fight is going on. Garudev also, he wants to actually participate in the fight. See, this is a Kshatriya spirit. He doesn't want to be only carrying the Lord. He also is taking the, participating the fight, attacking the soldiers. So he's the Lord is fighting with Narkasura, so it's not fair to fight with him because he is the carrier. So he is fighting with the carrier of Narkasura. He has come on this elephant, so that when Lord is fighting with the main person, he is fighting with his carrier. And then it's mentioned that he fights with carrier, that elephant becomes actually mad and he runs back to the city, leaving the Narkasura alone. So this is Lord Garuda's contribution. Seeing his army driven back and tormented by Garuna, Bhauma attacked him with his spear, which had once defeated Lord Indra's thunderbolt. But though struck by that mighty weapon, Garuda was not shaken. Indeed, he was like an elephant hit with flower garland. So it's described the mighty of Garudev. He has thrown this trident, which even has defeated thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is such a powerful weapon. Big mountains are sliced into pieces. He's killed Vritasura very hard. And it appeared like a flower garland to Garudev. And how strong Garudev body would have been. That such a strong weapon, such a hard weapon is just like a flower garland for him, because he's been empowered by the Lord. So no weapon could harm him. Like we see that how Angad kept his feet, nobody was able to lift, because the Lord he has empowered him. So Bhauma, frustrated in all attempts, took up his trident to kill Lord Krishna. But even before he could release it, the Lord cut off his head with his Rajas Tharp Chakra, as the demon sat atop of his elephant. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, as Bhauma raised his invincible trident, Satyabhama, sitting on Karuna with the Lord, said to Krishna, "Kill him right away." And Krishna did just that. This is how the whole thing is. The climax came when Satyabhama, she came out of this motherly affection. And in this scene, when he has raised the weapon to kill the Lord himself, out of anger, she is telling, "Kill him." Just out of anger, kill him. She mentioned kill him, and the Lord was waiting for this. As soon as she told kill him, he killed. Finished. Before that, he could not be killed actually. But he took this trident, and when going to attack Lord with the trident, out of great anger and this feelings, the Mama is telling, "Kill him." Then Lord kills. Whether she would have meant it or not, that is different thing. But she just said this to Lord, "Kill him right away." And the Lord actually kills Bhaumasura. That's the end of Bhaumasura. Fallen on the ground, Bhaumasura's head shone brilliantly, decorated as it was with earrings and an attractive helmet, As cries of alas, alas and well done arose, the sages, principal demigods, worshipped Lord Mukunda by showering him with flower garlands. The goddess of earth then approached Lord Krishna and presented him with Aditi's earrings, which were made of glowing gold inlaid with shining jewels. She also gave him a Vaijanti flower garlands, Varuna's umbrella, and peak of Mandara mountain. So all what he has unlawfully taken away is being returned by Mother Earth now. O King, after bowing down to him and then standing with joined palms, the goddess, her mind filled with devotion, began to praise the Lord of the universe, whom the best of demigods worship. So we will end this here. The Bhaumasura is being killed today. So we are celebrating the Dipavali in the victory over Bhaumasura by Lord Sri Krishna. Nantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Patit Panch Prabhupada ki jai.